Hello everyone, my name is Nejmidin Rahman. I am testifying again for my family members back home in Kashgar city with whom I lost contact for over 4 years. The person you are seeing in the picture is my grandfather Rahman Idris. He was detained in year 2016 around June time and died in a hospital specially created to hospitalize people released from China's re-education centers and vocational training centers. According to people who were back then in Kashgar city, my grandfather was excessively tortured and abused while he was detained. Therefore, he could not recover, and his assets were frozen, confiscated by Chinese government officials. If China's claims are true that it is to provide Uyghurs with jobs, why are my family members, my grandfather's life is taken and assets are taken? Chinese government has to answer those questions. My family members did nothing wrong to deserve such mistreatment. The person in the picture is my father Mahmud Rahman, 49 years old. I learned last year March 2019 that he also died in Chinese government's hands, but I could not confirm as Chinese government is not willing to give any answer about his well-being and if it is true that he died. They even criminalized to make those disappeared people's whereabouts known to public. This is my younger brother Alamjan Mahmoud, who is also missing. According to other information, second-hand information, that my other family members also taken to China's government's camps, detention camps. But I don't know who's in and who's out of those camps. This is my mother and two sisters and my nephew. They are also missing. Their whereabouts and well-being are also unknown to me. Now China's government is saying on international stage that all Uyghurs are detained in those China's re-education centers are released and they have found stable jobs. If it is true, why I cannot contact with my family members and know their well-being? They should not be detained in the first place because they were capable of providing their family members, providing themselves with enough resources to take care of themselves. I urge China's government officials to release my family members immediately. And if there is justice in China, the people who detained my family members, made them disappear and took my grandfather's and possibly my father's life, should be brought to justice. If there is justice in China, it's more evident now that there is no justice in China. Since they can detain millions of Uyghurs, Kazakhs and others in false names of re-education and vocational training. Many people ask why China has been doing this to Uyghurs. Because we are in the heartland of China's Belt and Road Initiative, a China's plan to expand to foreign countries, grab more land, flex its muscles, expand its financial and political influence, China doesn't want to share its wealth with Uyghurs, or even doesn't want to let Uyghurs live peacefully on their own with the wealth they created themselves. I hope other countries who care about human rights and innocent Uyghurs suffering in China's government's camps to help Uyghurs, save them from China's government's brutal hands, to end China's government's oppression. It is shame for a country like China, which is boasting about its 5G technology, Huawei technology, which first helped China to arrest massive number of Uyghurs, surveil and flag them, to not allow Uyghurs to contact family members. If Uyghurs are truly their citizens, Chinese citizens, why we cannot use Chinese technology?